Uh, Good morning to all children. In today's lecture, I would like to give you some more information on plant hormones. Hormones are regulatory chemicals produced in specialized cells in a plant body. Today we are talking about multicellular plants. 5 types of hormones are known, namely AUXINS, GIBBERILLINES, CYTOKININs, ethylene and ABSCISIC acid. Let me repeat, 5 types of hormones work in plants for various regulatory functions, namely AUXINS, gibberellic acid, cytokinins, ethylene and abscisic acid. Now let us know these things little more in detail. Auxins are produced at the apical or tips of the plant body. Shoot tips and the root tips produce auxins. Thereby, the auxins help in production of new cells and also they help in elongation of cells. Branches are formed by the action of these cells. The cells activate at the tips and produce the root, different roots also. Branch roots, adventitious roots are all produced by the action of auxins. Then comes the gibberellics. Gibberellic acid normally is active when the germination of a seed takes place. You know, seeds are highly compacted plant body and they have a seed coat, and once they are soaked in the soil, when they are soaked in the water and this water gets into the cells, and then some of the cells becomes active, they produce what's called gibberellic acid. And this gibberellic acid in specialized areas start activating on the embryo of the plant which is present in the seeds, and they start acting and they produce root tips and shoot tips, and germination starts. Once the germination begins, that means a small part of the plant starts coming out from the seed, then the action of the gibberellic acid is more. At the same time, cytokinins are produced. These cytokinins produce more cells. They help in cell differentiation. That means cells will become into different kinds like parenchyma, collenchyma, and all these types of cells are there, and cells expand and cells differentiate, they elongation and their growth, maturation, all this will take place to produce the whole plant body, and these will happen by the action of cytokinins. And we have what is then called ethylene. Ethylene is specially useful at the time when the fruiting takes place. When the buds will differentiate into flowers, and then flowers will become after pollination, flowers will start producing these seeds, and the seeds will start growing and germinating and growing, and their growth increases, food is stored. All this will happen by the combination of these regulated cytokinins, gibberellic acid, and all these 5 hormones, and ultimately the ethylene will make the fruits to ripe, and the flavor and other things are produced by the ethylene. Then comes once the fruits are matured and the foliage, by the time plants may have several thousand leaves, and these leaves, after the functions of leaves like transpiration, food production, once these things happen, leaves also becomes old, and the old leaves may not be useful to the plants, and then comes the action of abscisic acid. Abscisic acid forms a circular layer and then cuts the leaves, and you see during some season all the leaves will fall from the plant body. Similarly, the abscisic acid also helps in the fruits which are ripe to fall down. You know, naturally, for example, you have seen in the tall plants like the coconut palms, the fruits, that means what we call the coconut, falls down from the top. No one pulls them out. These are all because of the abscisic acid. Therefore, the plant hormones play a vital role in the different functions of the plant body. You may have to read your textbook to understand more about plant hormones. Thank you.